quiet birthday cake. In Bear Cub Toby's class, it was his birthday. Toby didn't like noise, flags, or loud songs, but he really wanted to invite his friends. He worried that the party would be boring and no one would come. Who would want to sit quietly and drink tea with jam? He thought. Still, he wrote invitations. On them, he drew soft little clouds and added, "The party won't be loud, but it will be warm. Come if you like cozy things." On his birthday, Toby set the table. He placed the cups, baked a blueberry cake, and laid out a blanket for everyone. At first, no one came. Toby began to think he'd be all alone. But then a fox named Nora peeked in. "Today, I just feel like being quiet. May I join you?" After her came a sleepy little owl. Then a rabbit, tired of all the fuss. And even the noisiest wolf pup sat down and whispered, "Wow, this place is actually nice." They ate cake, told stories, and listened to the soft patter of rain. It turned out to be the warmest birthday in the world. Because friendship isn't about being the same. It's about truly being there, just as you are. In a little workshop in the forest lived a bear cub named Boo. He was an artist, but not a regular one. He was a sleepy artist because he didn't paint pictures, he painted dreams. Every day, Boo collected colors from nature. The blue of the sky, the sparkle of dew, the fluffiness of clouds, and the smell of baked apples. And when night came, he opened his notebook and started drawing dreams for everyone falling asleep. For someone, a ride on a flying dolphin. For someone else, meeting a kind giant made of candy. And some just wanted a soft blanket and a book, and that's what they got. The dreams were always different, but always kind. Because Boo painted them with love. And in the morning, he hung the pictures on sunbeams, so the whole day would feel bright. How the little bear found his sleep. Once in the forest, there lived a little bear named Timmy. He was still very small, fluffy, with a round belly and warm paws. He loved to play, laugh a lot, eat raspberries with a spoon, and climb a rock he called his mountain. But one evening, When the sun slowly went down behind the pine trees, Timmy realized he couldn't find his sleep. He yawned once, then again. He felt tired. His paws were heavy. His eyes stung a bit, and his ears started to droop. But sleep didn't come. It felt like it was lost, gone, hiding, vanished. "Where's my sleep?" Timmy whispered, and he went to look for it. Under the pillow, just quiet first. Timmy looked under his pillow. He gently lifted it with his soft paw and asked, "Sleep, are you here?" But there was only quiet, that cozy evening quiet that rests on moss, naps on books, and hides in the corners of the room. It moved a little, smiled, and went invisible again. "No, that's not sleep," said Timmy. "Sleep feels softer." Under the blanket, just warm, Timmy pulled the blanket over his head, ears sticking out. It was his favorite, yellow plaid with a corner that smelled like Mom. "Sleep, are you under the blanket?" He listened. It felt nice there. It was warm. It felt like a little hideout. But sleep didn't answer. No yawns, no sleepy whispers. "Nope, just warm," Timmy sighed. "My sleep usually whispers something kind." By the lamp, just light, Timmy looked at his lamp. It was shaped like the moon. It glowed yellow, swayed a bit, and sometimes winked. "Lamp, did you see my sleep?" The lamp made a tiny bzz, like a little yawn, and its light got even softer. "I just light the way," it whispered. "But sleep's not my thing. Ask the one who hugs." From Bunny, just ears, Timmy grabbed his stuffed bunny, Nopa. Nopa wasn't white anymore, more like creamy. His ears were long and stretchy, and one of his eyes always looked a bit sideways. "Nopa, do you know where my sleep is?" The bunny just looked at him quietly. "You were always there when sleep came." Nopa gently flopped to the side and placed his paw on Timmy's tummy. But sleep didn't come. To Mom. On a path made of yawns, then Timmy went to his mom. He walked slowly, his paws dragging on the floor, his tail wiggling. It looked like he left behind a trail of yawns. Yawn, yawn, yawn. Mama Bear was sitting by the window, knitting something soft and warm. She saw Timmy right away. "What's wrong, my honey bun?" "I lost my sleep. It was here, but now it's gone. I looked under the pillow, under the blanket, by the lamp with Nopa. It's nowhere." Mom put down her knitting and picked Timmy up. He was that little anymore, but to her, he was always her baby. She hugged him close and said, "Sleep isn't a thing, Timmy. You can't put it on a shelf. It doesn't hide in the closet or sit in the corner. Then where is it? It comes when you feel calm, when you feel loved, when you feel safe." The nest of sleep Mom tucked Timmy back into bed, fixed his pillow, smoothed his sheet, tucked the blanket under his feet, placed Nopa next to him, turned the lamp to the softest light. Then she sat beside him, placed her paw on his belly, and began to tell a story. A long time ago, in the forest, there was a cloud who came down because it was looking for a friend. Her voice was slow and deep like the evening. Timmy listened, at first carefully, then slower. Then he didn't care how the story ended. His eyes were heavy, his breathing even, and a warm feeling filled his chest. That was sleep. It didn't come from outside. It came from inside, when everything was in the right place, when it was safe, when Mom was near. Sleep stayed in the morning. Timmy woke up. The lamp was off. Mom was asleep in the chair. Nopa was under his arm, a little squished like he'd been in a blanket fight. Sleep was gone, but it left something behind: lightness in his body, warmth in his paws, and a little smile. And from then on, whenever Timmy felt like he couldn't find his sleep, he just did the same thing: hugged Nopa, crawled under his favorite blanket, called for Mom, or whispered to himself, "Sleep is near, I'm safe, it's all okay." And you, if one day you can't find your sleep, look under your pillow, snuggle up, hug your favorite toy, and remember, sleep is where you feel calm.